test was scheduled for later in the tour. Meanwhile, a limited overs match was organised, the first ever one-day international.
Good morning, everyone. The ABC Sporting Service welcomes you to the Melbourne Cricket Ground. The news here is that Australia has won the toss and sent the MCC into bat. We're about to watch the first ball, which will be bowled by McKenzie. He'll be bowling to Boycott. There is the Australian side, the two English openers, Boycott and Edrich. McKenzie bowling to Boycott. Connolly, the fieldsman. The changes in the English side, or the MCC side, from the England side that was chosen for the test match. Hampshire and Fletcher come in, and Luckhurst and Underwood are omitted. Runs to Edrich, off the edge down to third man. Mallett is the fieldsman as the batsmen take two. Runs there, and it's a good shot from Edrich. Redpath is chasing it, but I think Mallett will get to it. He does. The batsmen have taken two and have turned for three.
Edrich is opening the innings for the MCC in place of Luckhurst. Luckhurst was scheduled to play in the test match. He was a hairline decision because of an injured thumb, and the MCC authorities obviously thought that it was wiser to omit Luckhurst from this game in view of the heavy programme of test matches that are coming up, and consequently Edrich has been raised in the batting order, and two more batsmen in the persons of Fletcher and Hampshire have been brought into the England side.
It'll be Thompson, and he'll bowl to Edrich. Mallett at mid-on.
And perhaps we might notice at this stage the composition of the fields that the bowlers adopt. Now, here is a wicket that has a certain degree of life in it, and one would expect the faster bowlers to have a very aggressive field. But because it is desirable to restrain the run rate, we'll notice the defensive field formation on even a lively wicket.
There's that good single again. Well run. Redpath came in from the cover position very quickly, but could not stop Boycott and Edrich. There's runs here to Boycott. Be at least two. Connolly is chasing it from the deep fine leg position. The batsmen have taken two and turned for three, with Connolly's return on its way back to Marsh. Well run. No wicket for 14. Australia won the toss and sent the MCC into bat.
Runs here. It's Redpath chasing it. The batsmen have run two. Edrich is keen for the third, but you'll see this lovely return. So two more to Boycott. He's 8. Thompson bowling. Oh, and he's out. A beautiful catch. A beautiful catch just in front of square leg by Bill Lawry. Boycott attempting to hook. In fact, he did hook. He hooked very well, but not into the ground soon enough. And Bill Lawry, the Australian captain, diving, caught Boycott, so he's out.
Here's the action replay. We'll have a look at it again and notice this marvellous catch by Lawry diving to his right. A great catch.
Oh, we'll see how Fletcher handles Thompson. Oh, and dropped at first slip, and there's one run as well. This is Connolly bowling his second over to Edrich, and a good shot through square leg. It's a very long chase for Redpath, and he won't reach it before it goes into the boundary for 4 runs, and a lovely stroke off Edrich's toes. Edrich moves on to 15. Umpire Rowan signalling 4 runs, and it's 1 for 31. Another good stroke by Edrich. No one in the covers, and a long chase for Walters, who will come into your picture in a moment. Here he is. 3 runs in the meanwhile as this very fine return comes back on the first bounce to Marsh. A very long throw by Walters, about 100 yards. And Edrich is 18 with that 3. 1 for 34 MCC. Over the top of mid-off, coming down to long off towards the boundary. This will go into the fence for 4, and a good shot by Edrich. He's 24, playing very intelligently and very well for the MCC, so it's 1 for 41.
I think he's been dropped by Chappell. Dropped by Chappell. That was not a difficult chance. Connolly to Edrich. Uppish, past point, there's runs here. The batsmen have taken 2. A long chase for Thompson from the deep third man position, and the batsmen complete a comfortable 3 runs. Edrich 33, Fletcher 6, 1 wicket for 52, and the 50 came up in 69 minutes, and that's bright scoring. Through mid-wicket, it was uppish, but safe. Walters is chasing it. The batsmen have taken 2. Looking for 3, perhaps. Yes, they're going to go. Fletcher will have to hurry, but he's home. Fletcher 14, Edrich 41, 1 for 69, 6 extras. That was the 17th over. MCC averaging just over 4 per over, so they've lifted their run rate. Connolly has bowled 5 overs for 31 runs, 8 runs coming from that over. He's lofted him high over the onside. It's going down towards the fence, a deep square leg. The batsmen have taken 2, they've turned for 3, and it's into the fence 4.
I don't think this will be a catch. Yes, he is getting under it, and well caught. Well caught by Greg Chappell at long off, going back, and Fletcher is out for 24, caught by Greg Chappell off the bowling of Mallet, and that was the wicket that Bill Laurie wanted. So it's 2 for 87. Batsman out, Boycott for 8 and Fletcher for 24. Not out batsman Edrich on 47. We're not quite certain yet who the next batsman will be. It is, in fact, it's going to be D'Oliveira. There it is. Well played, Edrich. Taken 1, coming back for 2 as Mackenzie fields, returns to the bowler's end. Bit wide, but Edrich is 52, MCC 2 for 94. Oh, lovely stroke. This may well be 4. In fact, they'll run 4 if it doesn't go into the fence. You'll see Walters come into your picture, but it's 4 runs, a lovely cover drive. And Edrich is now 56, 55 I should say, and it's 2 for 98. Over the top of second slip, there wasn't one there, of course, and it's 4 runs to D'Oliveira. This will be 4 runs. Marsh not being able to get across in time. He did well to move as far as he did, and Edrich is now 65, 2 for 120.
Brilliantly fielded by Greg Chappell. He'll have to hurry back. There's an appeal, and he's out. A magnificent piece of fielding by Greg Chappell, falling to his left-hand side. Ian Chappell, I'm sorry, was the fieldsman, and the 3rd wicket has fallen for 124, with D'Oliveira magnificently run out for 17.
Here's the replay. Look at this shot. Crack. Chappell stopped it and threw it off balance. You can see the cameras were expecting that ball to go right the way through to the boundary. Indeed, so were we. But
what a glorious shot through the covers. I don't think Mallet will get to this. This will be 4 runs. A superb shot by Edrich. He's now 70, and the total 128. He's hit that hard and high. It's going to drop between the fieldsmen. Stackpole has slipped over. The batsmen complete 2 runs. There's his return, and it's a good one. Hampshire into double figures. He's 10, Edrich 76, 3 for 144. That's hard and high. Mackenzie's running towards it. He may catch it. He has. It's a great catch. Well timed. Beautiful catch by Mackenzie. Deep on the onside, down at mid-on. Wonderfully timed catch, and Mallet takes his second wicket. MCC lose their fourth wicket for 144 with Edrich 76 not out. Here's Frank Tyson.
Another very good catch to lead to the downfall of John Hampshire. And here we have a look at it again. Hampshire hits it hard and high. There it goes into the outfield, and Mackenzie herring in. Look at this, it's a good catch. Mackenzie covered, I should say, about 20 yards to get to that ball. And here we are again with the incoming batsman, who is Colin Cowdery, vice-captain of the MCC.
Very confident appeal, and Cowdery is up. Caught behind by Marsh from the bowling of Stackpole, and Colin Cowdery leaves the field. Caught Marsh, bowled Stackpole, 1. Edrich not out 79, 4 for 148.
Here's the action replay. A top edge, and Cowdery aiming to square cut that ball wide of point is caught behind. And he's going to continue bowling to Ray Illingworth.
Confident appeal for LBW, but umpire Rowan singularly unimpressed. That's bowled him. Round his legs. That bowled him. Illingworth departs. Bowled Stackpole, 1. 6 for 152. Edrich 81 not out. 3 quick wickets for Australia. Frank Tyson.
But let's watch it again. Let's see where it pitches. He has probably just turned a fraction, I would say, pitching something like 2 or 3 inches outside the leg stump and coming round his legs.
Runs there. Mackenzie, the fieldsman, hasn't picked it up cleanly. The batsmen are home comfortably for that 1 run. Not opens his account. He's 1. Edrich 81. It's Mallet to resume, bowling to Edrich. He's lofted it high in the air. Walters is there, and he's out. And so the man of the moment departs. John Edrich caught Walters from the bowling of Mallet for 82. Mallet takes his 3rd wicket for 34 runs. He's bowling his 8th and final over. And one can rest assured that Edrich will receive a splendid ovation as he leaves the Melbourne Cricket Ground. His has been a wonderful effort.
But nevertheless, 7 for 156 isn't a bad score in a 40-over match. Well, after I say that sort of stroke, we see this lovely lofted stroke over the top of covers and into the fence for 4. A lovely stroke by Knott. He goes on to 9. 7 for 162. Clean bowl. Clean bowl. That's Stackpole's 3rd wicket. He's taken 3 for 28, and the MCC are now 8 for 171. Snow out. Bowl Stackpole for 2. To watch it again. There it is. Clean bowled. Just got past Snow's left foot to take the middle and off stump. So Snow's out for 2.
Mackenzie to Shuttleworth. He's lofted in the air, and he's dropped. He's dropped by Laurie in the covers. The batsman went through for a single, but Laurie missed that chance. But there's runs there, and there'll be more than 2, I would think. Walters has a long chase from 3rd man. The batsmen have turned for 3 as he gets to the ball now. Not 24, Shuttleworth 3, extras 10, 8 for 182. And it's bowled in. Off an inside edge of the bat, it's cannon into the leg stump, and Knott is out. Clean bowled by Mackenzie for 24. Mackenzie takes his 1st wicket for 21 runs. That's the end of his 7th over. His figure's 1 for 21, 5 runs coming from it. MCC 9 for 183. Shuttleworth not out 4. The last man will be Lever. Not leaving the field. He's lofted in the air, and I think he's out. Caught Redpath. and the MCC are all out. The MCC are all out. Shuttleworth caught Redpath, bowled Mackenzie, 7. Lever remaining not out, 4. MCC all out for 190. There are the full details on the board. It's to be Laurie taking strike to the first over, to be bowled by Snow. There's umpire Brooks, allowing Laurie to check the sight board, a slight adjustment being made. Here's Snow. He's about to bowl the first ball of the Australian innings to Laurie. Well wide of the off stump and not diving full length to his left-hand side to take that delivery, and a rather belated signal by umpire Brooks. He has signalled wide, but that certainly was very, very wide indeed, and what a magnificent effort by Knott.
Oh, good shot. No one out there at long on. What a good shot by Stackpole. Oh, another lovely stroke. 4 more just behind square leg. Beautiful shot off his toes. Past D'Oliveira. Had no chance of stopping it. D'Oliveira fielding a wide fine leg, and no chance whatever of stopping that ball. So it's 4 more to Stackpole. He's 11 and it's none for 16. No, it wasn't. Oh, Laurie could be out, run out here. Missed, he missed. All Underwood had to do was break the wicket. Laurie yards out of his crease. He missed, and there's a let-off for the Australians. Out caught and bowled. Caught and bowled by Shuttleworth. Stackpole, many people thought was a half volley, but Stackpole knew it wasn't, or a bump ball I should say. Stackpole knew it wasn't as he hit it straight back to Shuttleworth. Firmly, Shuttleworth took the ball very nonchalantly, and only the players out on the ground knew that Stackpole was out. Stackpole's out, caught and bowled Shuttleworth. Here's the replay now. There it is, very clear and a good catch. Stackpole disappointed, and the first Australian wicket is down for 19. Stackpole caught and bowled Shuttleworth 13. Laurie is not out 5. Oh, here's a lovely stroke, straight through the covers. This will be 4 runs. Fletcher has no chance of stopping that one. A beautiful stroke off the ball that was not quite a half volley. A lovely stroke, played on the rise. Chappell is 8, 1 for 39.
Runs, 1, perhaps 2. D'Oliveira's got the ball. Laurie's on his way. We'll watch closely, but he's home. Two more to Laurie. He's now 24. Chappell 9, 1 for 48. Runs here, a good shot, it's past Snow. They've taken 2, I don't think it'll reach the fence. They've taken 3, and they'll be content with that as Snow's return is on its way. 3 to Laurie. Very confident appeal, and Laurie has been given out. A very deliberate decision by umpire Rowan, but Laurie has been dismissed, caught not, bowled Illingworth for 27. Ian Chappell remains not out 9, 1 wicket for 51. Comments from Colin McDonald.
Here's the replay. You'll see this catch behind. Not very interested in the umpire, but I think he knew very well that he'd given it a touch, and he was out, caught behind off Illingworth, so Illingworth's taken his first wicket for 5.
4 runs. Straight over the bowler's head. Good shot. Shuttleworth to retrieve the ball for his skipper. Walters is now 8, Ian Chappell 13, 2 for 63. Beautiful shot. Past mid-off, and that's 4. Walters is now 12. Ian Chappell 13. 4 runs. Over Lever's head, bouncing well back from the fence. He hit that with tremendous power. Walters is now 20. He almost took that catch. He almost took that catch. That was a tremendous try by Lever. It's 4 runs, but a very, very fine effort by Lever. Deep on the long off position. The end of Illingworth's over. 9 runs coming from it. He's bowled 4 overs and taken 1 for 27. Walters is now 24. Ian Chappell 19. 2 for 85. That's a fine shot off his toes through mid-wicket. He's timed that beautifully. Fletcher is chasing it. I don't think he'll get to it. He won't. That was a superb shot by Walters. He's now 28. 2 for 93. Ian Chappell 23. Runs again. They'll take 2. Hampshire has the ball. The return's on its way, but Chappell is home. That's good running between the wickets. The end of Snow's over. Chappell is now 29, Walters 30, 2 for 101.
This brings Ian Chappell. I'm sorry, Walters to take strike, and a lovely cut, but he's out, caught behind. When I say a lovely cut, I was looking for the 4 runs, but he's out caught. Caught behind by Not the bowling of D'Oliveira, and the 3rd wicket has fallen for 117. Great applause for a very good innings from Doug Walters. Out for 41, caught Not, bowled D'Oliveira. That's D'Oliveira's 1st wicket, taken in his 4th over. His figure's 1 for 17.
Past 3, Chappell 38. Through for a very quick single. Chappell is home. He hesitated there for a moment, but Redpath called him through. Redpath is now 4. Ian Chappell 38, 3 for 126.
I think this little clash between Ian Chappell and Illingworth might prove interesting.
That's a fine shot. Straight over mid-on, and it's into the crowd. It's 6. That was a tremendous hit by Chappell. He stepped straight into that delivery from Illingworth and crashed him over mid-on for 6. A magnificent shot. He's now 44. Redpath 5. Runs there as he swept it away, backward of square. Indeed, it's very fine, and into the fence for 4. D'Oliveira to Chappell. Chappell swung him away, past square leg. It may be 4. Snow is chasing it. The batsmen have taken 2. It's nearing the fence. It's 4. That's 4 over mid-off. There's his 50. Ian Chappell, 53. Redpath 9, 3 for 146. And this has changed the game considerably. 42 runs required. And my word, the scene has changed over these last 2 overs. Runs here as he tucks it down to fine leg, giving Snow a long chase. The batsmen have taken 2. Nearing the fence, Snow picks it up as they take 3. Redpath 12, Chappell 53, Illingworth bowling to Redpath. He's down the wicket and he's bowled. Redpath departs. Quite an agricultural swipe at a good length delivery from Illingworth. Australia lose their 4th wicket for 158. Redpath clean bowled by Illingworth for 12. 4 for 161. 30 runs required. We're watching the 30th over. MCC dismissed for 190 after losing the toss and being sent into bat. They scored those runs from 39.4 overs. This runs there as he tucks it backward of square. Hampshire is chasing it. The batsmen take a very comfortable 2. He's out. He's stumped. A very, very delayed decision by umpire Tom Brooks, or Lou Rowan, should I say. A very, very slow decision. Eventually, his finger pointed to the sky, and Ian Chappell leaves the scene. Stumped not, bowled Illingworth, 60. Australia, 5 for 165. Let's watch it again. There it is, and it's a very quick piece of work. A great hand for Ian Chappell as he leaves the scene with the score at 5 for 165. Greg Chappell not out 6. The new batsman will be Marsh.
Oh, good shot over square leg. This could well be 4. Into the shadows. I don't think it'll be caught. No, into the fence for 4. Hampshire giving up the chase. A very good shot. Chappell getting the ball on the rise, helping it on its way over square leg. He's now 10 and the total 169 for 5. Over the top of Fletcher and into the fence for 4. That ball asked to be swept outside the leg stump. Marsh played it well. He's 5 for 177. That is the end of Illingworth's 8th and final over. 1 maiden. He bowled very well. He took 3 wickets for 50. 8 runs came from that over. Chappell on 13. Marsh 5 for 177.
14 runs required for an Australian victory. 7 overs remain.
Oh, that's safe. Safe slash. Very much like his brother when he was playing that stroke. It's 2 more to Greg Chappell. He's 16. 5 for 181. 10 runs required now for an Australian victory. Oh, it's through the gap. Fletcher chasing. They've run 2. That's all they're going to take. Marsh was prepared for the 3rd, but Chappell decided, well, I'll keep the strike, thank you. So that's 18 to Greg Chappell, 5 for 183 now. More runs. This will be another 2, perhaps 3. 2, I would think, as Fletcher chases. The batsmen have taken 2. That's all they desire. There's a possible 3 had they been in a hurry. Sun in Knott's eyes, but there are no overthrows. Greg Chappell 25 for 185. It would be possible to win the match in one big hit. Oh, there's 3, perhaps 4. Chappell's content to have 2 as it is picked up in front of the fence. Are they going to take it or are they not? They could have run 3, perhaps 4. They're still messing around. They'll finish up with 2. Goodness only knows why, but still it was a good shot. Chappell's 22. It's 5 for 187. His lever bowling, the 35th over of the innings. 4 runs required for victory. I'll give you a brief summary of the match so far. Laurie won the toss for Australia, sent the MCC in to bat. Boycott was out. Caught Laurie bowled Thompson for 8. Fletcher caught Greg Chappell bowled Mallet 24. D'Oliveira run out 17. Hampshire caught Mackenzie bowled Mallet 10. Cowdrey caught Marsh bowled Stackpole 1. Illingworth bowled Stackpole 1. Edrich caught Walters bowled Mallet 82, and a very good 82. That stopped a certain 4 runs. Snow was bowled Stackpole for 2. Knott bowled Mackenzie 24. Shuttleworth caught Redpath bowled Mackenzie 7, and Lever was not out 4. There were 10 extras. MCC 190. The Australian batting now. Stackpole was out. Cotton bowled Shuttleworth 13. Laurie caught not, bowled Illingworth 27. Walters caught not, bowled Oliveira 41. Redpath bowled Illingworth 12. Ian Chappell stumped not, bowled Illingworth 60. The not-out batsmen at the moment are Greg Chappell on 22, Marsh batting on 6. There are 6 extras. It is 5 for 187. 4 runs required for victory. Here's some runs. That's 4 runs. Marsh 10. Australia 5 for 191. That is the end of the match. The not-out batsman was Greg Chappell on 22. Lever's final bowling figures, 5.6 overs, none for 30. So an Australian victory by